Hello everyone. Voices of CS, our alumni interview series, is now live. The first interview is with Abinav Thangaraju Sethupathy, who scored 715 out of 720 in NEET, 99.66 percentile in JEE Mains, cleared JEE Advanced, and has got offers from IIT Delhi, NUS Singapore, IISC Bangalore, amongst many prestigious universities. Hi Abinav, thanks for joining us. So why don't we start with which colleges and courses did you apply to and get admission into?
So in India, I applied to IITs, triple IITs, as well as IISC Bangalore using my JEE Advanced and Mains score. I also applied to NUS and NTU Singapore, as well as Ivy Plus colleges in the US. I got offers from NUS to study computer science, and from both IISC Bangalore and IIT Delhi to study BTech in mathematics and computing.
You've consistently excelled in mathematics, achieving a top in world award in IGCSE and a centum in class 12 board exams. What's so fascinating about math, and what should a student do to excel in mathematics?
I really like order, and mathematics helps me make sense of the chaotic world we live in. But to be honest, it all started in grade 3. They say the liking for a subject stems from the teacher. Having the same teacher, Miss Mona Priya, for 8 long years allowed me to pursue my passion without having to adapt to a new teacher every year. To excel in mathematics, all a student needs to do is step back, take some time to understand the concept which they have been taught in class and make sense of it such so that they understand it intuitively. That's how anybody can ace mathematics.
That is very detailed. What standardized test did you take? I heard you secured a perfect score in the SAT, 1600 on 1600.
So I wrote the SAT as you said and I scored a perfect score. I also wrote the advanced placement in calculus AB and I also scored a 5 on 500.
That sounds fascinating. Can you walk us through your preparation for these tests?
So SAT has basically two parts. One is concerns English and another is math. Math is pretty easy for an Indian student because their standards are very low. They just test what you already know in your from your high school. For English, it I was able to attend them clearly due to my habit of studying, reading English daily, newspapers, magazines. Those are what truly helped me because when you do them, you intuitively know that this is the word that fits in the blank. Most of the questions are fill in the blanks, and if you get the hint of how sentences form in English, you will be good to go. As far as AP Calculus AB is concerned, Khan Academy was a godsend for me. His videos were very clear, and I would suggest anybody to use that resource for studying.
Thank you, Abhinav. What other activities did you indulge in outside the classroom, like sports, other extracurriculars, community service?
So here in school, I played tennis and I was really good at doubles, especially returning volleys. As a passion, I pursued cycling. I really loved losing myself, forgetting my worries, cycling miles away from my home into the lush green fields of the road. And my passion for cycling enabled me to start a cycling club exclusively for students in CS. And I wanted to share my passion with everybody here. I used the cycling club as a channel for doing community service, wherein I organized a cancer awareness ride and also ideated a Strava art challenge where we planted number of trees equal to the number of participants in the challenge.
That sounds great. All your answers were very great and informative. Thank you so much. But there's another thing I'm very curious about, and personally, I really want to know. It sounds like you've done various extracurriculars. It varies from business to physics and biology. But in the end, how did you know which college or course you were going to choose? Because I find it very hard to know what I like while being a part of multiple extracurriculars.
To be frank, I had no idea what I would be studying in college until last October, and I still don't know what I will be doing for a career. But here's the gist of my school life. So in 9th and 10th, I chose to study in the IGCSE syllabus, and they offered both accountancy and economics along with the usual science and math subjects, and I gladly took them. I'm still glad I took them because it gave me a basic understanding of activities we will be involved in our adult lives, like taxes and running a business and so on and so forth. And when I reached finished 10th, I was given the choice of continuing in in either IGCSE or reverting to CBSE again. To stay in India, the base of CBSE was very important, and so I chose to study in CBSE. I chose the PCMB stream here because wasn't leaning to either medicine or engineering, the main tracks students follow here in India. So I was going along with the flow and was doing these extracurriculars side by side. And I was preparing for the Olympiads when I heard about a guy who had reached or almost reached the selection for the national team in the Olympiads. So I went to visit him, and that's where I heard about this new course called Mathematics and Computing. And here I am gladly choosing Mathematics and Computing at IISc Bangalore.
Abhinav, this has been a fantastic conversation. Thank you so much for joining us in the very first episode of the Voices of CS. That brings us to the end of this interview. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories.